over the next 5 minutes, we're going to get to know each other intimately. We're going to talk about something that's good for our health, our physical and mental well-being. Now, it is a little personal, so just between you and me, how do you like to do it? Do you do it alone? With others? Do you need toys or music? Do you do it in the morning or night? Are you doing it enough? When's the last time you did it? Yeah, I'm talking about that 3-letter word. Fun. Now, don't be shy. How do you have fun? So my next-door neighbour is nearly 3, and he is a constant reminder to have fun, from turning cardboard boxes into wearable trash trucks, or chalking fires on the wall and then hosing them out. For me, having fun is dancing in the sitting room to my vinyls, or even singing very loudly to the Sound of Music soundtrack in the car with my daughter. Now, we do these things because, as my daughter reminds me, Mummy, life is a lot. The world is a hard place to be right now. And it's easy, therefore, to feel guilty for just having fun. Current data indicates that the US and the rest of the world are experiencing a mental health crisis. There's an increase in people feeling depressed and anxious, and a rise in death by suicide. We are all dealing with something in our lives. So life doesn't leave a lot of room for just plain old fun. Or so we're told. Take a look at these numbers. Now, you might not know this by looking at me, and some people don't even believe me. But I used to have a PTSD response 10 times a day. I would question whether or not to be alive 12 times a day. And I experienced feelings of depression and sadness 24/7. However, when I paint or do my dopamine dressing, more about that a bit later, when I have fun, then those numbers are drastically reduced. As children, we knew instinctively how to have fun. Play was how we learned, grew, connected. In fact, every parenting book screams about how critical play is to childhood development. So why do we stop? Well, we start believing that fun is something we earn after the work is done, if there's time. We tell ourselves that play is childish. But here's the thing. Science says we've got it backwards. Dr. Renee Proyer, a psychologist who studies adult playfulness, found that people who engage in fun, playful activities report higher life satisfaction, more physical activity, and greater emotional resilience. In his words, playfulness in adults is not a frivolous trait. It's a resource for coping and thriving. So let that sink in. Fun helps us thrive. And without it, our stress hormones rise, cortisol stays elevated, our brains literally begin to change and even shrink. One study from Frontiers in Psychology put it this way: playful engagement activates neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, the very chemicals that help regulate mood and motivation. So when we stop doing things that light us up, we can become depressed, disconnected, forgetful, and stuck. That's why fun isn't extra, it's essential. We need to fill our tank to help with not just ourselves, but the world around us. We can be more effective in life if we have fun. During World War I, on Christmas Day, the soldiers decided to stop the war and play a game of soccer. In the civil rights movement, fun consisted of playing music and the arts, and it was used as a tool for unity and hope. Now, science makes it sound simple. Just be more positive in life and our chemicals will change. But is it that easy? I didn't suddenly wake up and find a magic fix and watch my darkest feelings all disappear. There was no one turning point. This was a gradual shift in how I was living my life, something that I continue to do every day to keep my numbers down. I continually put in the work. So I want to share with you 3 simple ways that I bring fun back, so you can do this too, in your own way, right now, today. Number 1, prioritize playfulness. Doesn't need to be complicated. I go to my wardrobe and I pick out the clothes that make me feel playful. My magic trousers, pants, my yellow sweater, a hat. This is my dopamine dressing, consciously wearing something that makes me and others smile. Which leads me to 2, connect with people who make you smile and laugh. So I call my daughter, I hug my dog, and I visit my 3-year-old neighbor. And number 3, find joy in the everyday. I'm British, so every morning I start with a cup of tea. And instead of just grabbing the usual mug and the usual tea, I take the time to choose the type of tea, use the teapot, the cup and saucer, and I sit in the sunshine and I turn on my Mary Poppins vinyl. And in her words, in every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. You find the fun and snap, the job's a game. This is how I try to see life and reduce my numbers. Life can be a game filled with fun. We just have to find it. Don't wait until you have a spare moment or your to-do list is finished, because it never will be. Let's reignite that part of us. Life is short. So take a moment to work out what that might look like for you. Find your fun, because fun isn't something you grow out of. It's something you grow back into. Thank you.